Johnson Square, Savannah's first square, laid out in 1733, known for its massive obelisk honoring Nathaniel Greene and for being the city's original civic center. Johnson Square was the heart of Oglethorpe's original city plan, the place where Savannah truly began. It served as the colony's civic and social center, hosting public gatherings, announcements, and early government activity. Johnson Square was the site of early public readings, including the Declaration of Independence. The square originally had a water pump that served as a vital resource for residents. It's the only square with 2 fountains, added during later beautification efforts. The City Exchange Bell was used to signal fires, elections, and major announcements. Wright Square, one of the oldest and the most controversial. It once held the grave of Yamacraw leader Tomochichi before it was moved to make room for a monument. The Yamacraw chief helped James Oglethorpe peacefully establish Savannah. He was a diplomat, mediator, and essential ally in the colony's founding. Wright Square was once called Courthouse Square because of the early government buildings surrounding it. The square's layout is slightly more open than others, giving it a grander, more civic feel. Tomochichi's monument is one of the only Native American memorials in any of Savannah's squares. The square is a favorite stop for ghost tours due to its age and the stories tied to the courthouse. Reynolds Square sits at the heart of Savannah's original colonial layout. It's one of the earliest squares and one of the few that still feels like a direct link to the city's founding era. It's also a square where religion, theater, and civic life intersect, a rare combination that gives it a unique personality. Reynolds Square is one of the few squares with a monument dedicated to a religious figure. The square's original name was Lower New Square before being renamed for Governor Reynolds. The old pink house was once the home of James Habersham Jr., a key figure in Georgia's colonial government. The square's layout and surrounding streets make it a favorite for walking tours and evening strolls. The Lucas Theater was saved from demolition in the 1980s thanks to a massive community effort, including support from celebrities like Kevin Spacey and Clint Eastwood. Monterey Square is the kind of place that stops people in their tracks. It's perfectly proportioned, framed by some of the city's most stunning architecture, and anchored by one of Savannah's most impressive monuments. It's the square that feels like Savannah at its absolute best, refined, historic, and visually flawless. Monterey Square is often called the most intact of all the squares. Nearly every surrounding building is historically significant. The square's name honors a U.S. victory in the Mexican-American War, even though Savannah had no direct connection to the battle. The Pulaski Monument was originally planned for Pulaski Square, but the design outgrew the space. The square's symmetry and architecture make it a favorite for photographers, filmmakers, and wedding planners. Franklin Square sits at the western gateway to the historic district, right where the city transitions into the bustling city market corridor. It's one of the squares that has seen the most change, from early industry to transportation hubs to modern revitalization. It's also one of the squares most closely tied to Savannah's Black community, especially through the legacy of the First African Baptist Church.